Hello everyone, this is Mothership here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Dark Frontier, Season 5, Episode 15 and 16 of Star Trek Voyager. So, the plot is... well, what exactly is the plot? I'm straight away gonna get into one of my criticisms of this episode, and that's that it fluctuates between what we're meant to know what's going on. It starts with Voyager hunting Borg, and they hunt a Borg scout ship, which is a kind of Borg ship we'd never seen before. And Voyager is planning to go after a damaged sphere, and all of this is because they can salvage parts from the Borg cubes and get new weapons. But the Borg Queen knows about this, so she contacts 7 of 9, saying that she knows about Voyager's plans, so 7 of 9 needs to surrender herself, and that's the only way that she won't destroy Voyager. Now, a problem is that we later know in the episode that the only reason she wanted 7 of 9 was because she had plans for her. We have absolutely no clue what she means by that. We don't know what she means by saying she's special. This is, in my opinion, the worst way to use the Borg Queen. I think First Contact and later Voyager episodes featuring the Borg Queen wrote her much better. Not to say she's exactly bad, but this is just a flat part of the episode for me that I don't think makes sense. And then everybody launches a rescue to save 7 of 9, but the episode is really kind of all over the place. You can't exactly identify what's quite the plot in general. And I have another criticism, which is that by the end, nothing seems to be accomplished. Unlike the structure of other Star Trek Voyager two-parters or general two-parters, something happens that puts the Voyager crew at risk or so on, and then by the end, it's really been resolved. But here, nothing's exactly been resolved. Sure, 7 of 9 was kidnapped, and then they got her back, but we don't exactly know why, and nothing much really happens. For example, in Equinox, they rescue the USS Equinox, find out that it's got an evil plan, and they try to stop it, and by the end of the episode, they've succeeded, and it's a really beautiful episode. But here, it just doesn't feel quite right. Now, for positives, this episode has a good soundtrack, great visuals, and it's actually really fun. When you look past these initial problems, the rescue attempt for 7 of 9 and all is really cool. Now, 7 of 9's parents show up in this, in a flashback sequence, where we see them trailing a Borg cube and meeting the Borg for the first time. And it's told to us through some flashbacks via 7 of 9. And we see that first encounter up until their assimilation. But we also see them in person, not in a flashback, because we see them as Borg drones on the Queen's ship. Now again, I think this is kind of a stretch, that the Queen managed to get her father only, this one insignificant drone onto this ship. The Queen is too personal in this. She goes to great lengths to be a generic villain. The whole idea of the Borg is that you don't hate them, you don't think of them as evil, you don't think of a storm as evil. That's the same idea. You don't yell at a hurricane after it blasts through a town. It's the same idea with the Borg. They're essentially a force of nature. But the Borg Queen changes all that, because you really do want to punch her in the face, because she is evil. And I feel like that kind of misses the point of the Borg. Now, there's a great segment later on in the episode where the Borg are going to go and assimilate a planet, and they're assimilating some people on a ship, and 7 of 9 is just horrified seeing this, and she tries to stop them. That's cool. Now, the Borg Queen has her own personal ship, so this episode introduces 2 new Borg ships. You've got that scout ship and, like, the Queen's royal ship, which, again, I think kind of defeats the point. The fact that the Queen has her own special, like, crystal ship is kind of dumb. That's not how the Borg work. Now, I've been trashing this episode a lot, but it is actually pretty cool. The first scene where we see that Borg scout ship encountering Voyager from their perspective is perfect. Everything about it, from the first meeting to their speech about how they're going to assimilate them, to Voyager beaming on a photon torpedo and destroying it. It's all really cool. And this episode really isn't that bad. It's just got gaping holes in it that makes it kind of annoying for me. So overall, I'm going to give Dark Frontier a 7 out of 10. It was good, but not great, and it lacked direction, but it was still an enjoyable watch. So join me next time, where I will review Collective.